So, good morning or good afternoon or good night. For me, it's always good morning. So, good morning. We're on this 21-day fast, and I think we put a lot of energy and effort into it. And a lot of times, because there's a lot of energy and effort to it, or sometimes a lot of pomp and circumstance, or it's being marketed a lot, or it's the fad or the thing to do, or New Year's resolutions and all of that. Um, it we kind of we disregard it because we just tend to do that. Well, I can say about myself, I tend to kind of disregard things that people want to make a big deal about. I think that it becomes a fad, and I'm not a fan of that, so I kind of tend to look things over. But I want to walk with you through this 21-day fast because you asked me about it. So let me share this with you. Welcome to my private time, my space. This is my 21-day fast. It begins today. It's fasting and prayer. I really want to focus a lot on the prayer part, being that sometimes fasting loses, for me, it tends to lose its focus because I'm so worried about what I can't do and what I shouldn't do and all of that. So I am going to go on the fast. I just don't want to really focus too hard on it because I just lose focus. I focus on the fast itself versus the purpose of the fast. So I really want to focus on the prayer and dedicate my thoughts to that a lot. So the verses for today are Psalms 145:18, and it says, "The Lord is near to all who call upon him, to all who call upon him in truth." That verse kind of impacted me today because a lot of the times we tend to hear that concept of, oh, I don't want to pray to God, or I don't want to go to God because I only go to him when I need something. So I'd rather just get my life right first and then go to God. I think it's the opposite of that. I think that what it's saying here is to all who call upon him in truth. Unfortunately, sometimes the only time we do call upon God is when we're going through circumstances and when things are kind of rough. That's when we call out unto the Lord. But that I want you to know that that doesn't mean that you're not calling out to him in truth. You are calling out to him in truth. Um, the thing about that is that we want to call upon him all the time, not just during those circumstances. But I don't want you to be discouraged because those are the only times that you do call out unto God. God honors the fact that you're reaching out to him, even only when it's during your circumstances. At least you're acknowledging that he exists. And there'll come a point where we can call unto God at all times. But I feel that every time that we call out to God is a truth. It's a place in our hearts and our minds that it's a place of truth. Um, Not necessarily when we're saying, hey, I haven't done anything, but can you please fix it? It's a place of, yeah, you know what, God, I'm sure I'm struggling. I've been struggling for a hot minute and I'm still here. Um, those crying out unto the Lord is in your truth. That is your truth. And you're genuinely looking for God, even if it's for that moment. So don't be discouraged. I do encourage you to increase that and call out to God every day, even not saying that you should have a problem every day, but if you call out to God every day, it's an amazing place to start, to call out unto God and to know that to all who call out unto him in truth, God will come near. So God's going to come near us during all those times of troubles. And we can call out to him when things are not that bad, when things are okay, and things just a place of a safe place. You know what I mean? The next verse talks about Philippians 4:8. And it says, "Finally, brethren, whatever things are true, whatever things are noble, whatever things are just, whatever things are pure, whatever things are lovely, whatever things are of good report, if there's any virtue and if there's anything praiseworthy, think on these things." And I kind of wanted to break down each word for me and what does that look like for me. And I think that we should do that. Give yourself that opportunity to do that. What's true in your life? What's noble? What's of higher moral standard for you? What's just? What's fair? What's pure?